Okay, so you know when you have that one show you really like and you just want to binge watch it every single day on Netflix, but the problem is it only comes out once a week? That's this show right here. I'm just like, oh, I want to see another episode right now. I can't wait another week. How's it going, guys? So this is going to be my video for this week's episode of The Flash, The Wrath of Firestorm. So let's get into it. Dr. Stein is going into a meltdown. He's been separated from Ronnie far too long. He is very sick and he needs to be fused with someone who is able to be compatible with the Firestorm Matrix right now. Luckily, Team Flash has been able to cool Dr. Stein down a bit, just temporarily, but they do have to still find candidates who can fuse safely with Dr. Stein. So the two people to have the most chance to actually merge successfully with Dr. Stein is a scientist named Henry Hewitt and a former high school football star named Jefferson Jackson. And yes, for us comic book fans out there, we do know right away that Jefferson Jackson is Firestorm from the comic books, so we kind of know how this is going already. So Caitlin brings in scientist Henry Hewitt to see if he can merge successfully with Dr. Stein. They set up everything, the Firestorm calibrator, and they try to merge, but they find out that they can't. Outraged, Hewitt leaves Star Labs, and we see on the elevator that he's starting to actually get a bit of that Firestorm-ish type of power. But completely opposite that, when Jefferson Jackson comes in, he's told everything up front and also told that if he merges with Dr. Stein, he will not only be saving his life, but he will also have the chance to become a hero. But Jackson does not want that at all. Surprisingly, he has a life. Granted, it's not the one he actually wanted, but it's comfortable enough for him right now. And going over to Mercury Labs, we see Joe and Patty Spivot there. Someone has broken into Mercury Labs, and the person in charge there says that she swore it was Harrison Wells. And when Joe hears that, he absolutely does not want Patty to tell Barry that Harrison Wells is alive, because if Barry finds out that Harrison is still alive or someone is impersonating him, he will go full out rogue. He will find Harrison Wells. He will track him down. He does not want Barry to do that right now. He wants him to focus on all the other stuff that he has going for him right now. So there's a little bit of stress with Patty when Barry is giving her the DNA results for this kind of shark monster case thing that she's working on. Who knows what that's going about. And yes, I know I didn't talk about this at all in last week's episode. So Iris and her mom, after 20 years, they meet up at the coffee shop, and Iris just absolutely does not want her in her life. But Joe and Iris's mom get together a little after, and she tells him that she is dying and has a little under a year to live. So Iris and her mom meet up a little later in the episode, and Iris says that she was inclined to believe her mother about actually dying and only having a little under a year to live, until she found out she had a half-brother. And now she absolutely wants nothing to do with her mother. She wants her to leave Central City. She doesn't want her father to find out that he might have a son that he never knew about. She does not want her dad to have to deal with that. Now getting back to Team Flash. Caitlin goes to bring Jackson back to Star Labs after being attacked by Hewitt, who has powers now after trying to fuse with Dr. Stein. So Jackson agrees to fuse with Dr. Stein, and first try, it works! Yes! So now we have our Firestorm, and a bit closer to the comics now, I might add. So the Flash and Firestorm go to Jackson's old high school, where Hewitt is sucking out all the power from the football stadium. They go there, and Barry has the brilliant idea of playing keep away with him. And this is what I love about this episode. We get a bit of that Flash from the comic books, that comical Flash. Him going around taunting his enemy, trying to provoke him and make him mess up, and what do you know, he messes up, and with one punch, Firestorm knocks him out. So after that's all said and done, Stein and Jackson go to Philadelphia, I do believe it is, and he is going to be trained there by his colleague, kind of like Ronnie was, but this time I think there's going to be a bit more surprises once they return. So yeah, great episode, great story, absolutely loved it. Please be advised this next part is a major spoiler for the ending of the episode, so if you guys have not seen it, pause this video, go watch the episode, come back, and we can all geek out together. In 3, 2, 1. A humongous man shark is attacking Barry, saying he's there to kill the Flash for Zoom, but right as he's about to end his life, Harrison Wells comes to save the day. Thank you guys for sticking around. I know this has been a bit of a longer video, but now let's get into my top 5 moments. Number 1, we get a new Firestorm. I'm loving this new season of Flash. The writers are absolutely doing an amazing job, and now we finally get a Firestorm that is a bit more closer to the comic books than we got previously. Yes, I did like Ronnie and Stein together, but now that we actually have a Firestorm that's a bit closer to the comic books now, I think that's absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait to see what this new Firestorm duo does in the rest of the season. Number 2, Barry and Patty actually might get together. So in the scene between Barry and Joe at the police department, Barry says that he does have feelings for Patty Spivot, but she's not really an Iris. But she's no Iris West. So in the scene between Barry and Joe at the police department, Barry says that he has feelings for Patty Spivot, but she is no Iris West. Joe fully realizes this and tells Barry that, but he says it's alright to experiment. If Barry and Patty are meant to be together, it'll happen. If Barry and Iris are meant to be together, it will happen. And we all know Barry and Iris end up together. Number 3, Iris has a half-brother. So in the comics, we all know that Barry Allen is the Flash and that Wally West is the Kid Flash. So this is my theory. I think that this is where the producers are going to bring in Kid Flash. I think they're going to bring in Wally West from Iris's half-brother. I think this would be completely genius, and it actually would kind of make sense in the overall show, because in the comics, Wally West is Iris's cousin. But now they can kind of change it up to where he is going to be her half-brother. Number 4. Holy Sharknado, it's a giant man shark! So you guys remember when we finally got to see Grodd in his full-on CGI glory at the end of Season 1? I can say with complete confidence that CW's CGI for these fantastic DC characters are absolutely solid. When I saw that hand going around Rad Flash, I absolutely lost it. I thought Gorilla Grodd was coming back on screen. Nope, we got King Shark, but still, he looks absolutely amazing. And finishing up my top 5, number 5. Harrison Wells shows himself to Barry. When I started the episode, I actually thought they would start with Harrison Wells in Star Labs and everyone finding out that he came through the portal, but nope. He comes at the very end, saving Flash, revealing to him that he is there on Earth 1. Barry has absolutely no idea this is the Harrison Wells from Earth 2. I am absolutely dying for next week to see what is going to happen next. Alright, thank you guys for watching my Flash recap episode. What do you guys think is going to happen between Barry and Harrison Wells from Earth 2? What were your guys' favorite moments from this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button down there to let me know. And don't forget to share this with your family and friends. And as always, I'm Josh from Nerd Word, keeping it nerdy.